Right, it's time to stop watching that television and get out and get some fresh air. The garden is the one room in the house that will stimulate all 5 of your senses. And as well as being good to look at, it'll also put you in a good mood. And I'm here to tell you how to maintain that good mood and also to give you some top gardening tips. Well, let's start with a good old English favourite, the rose. Might not look much at the moment as it's just sticks, but this is the quiet before the storm. And when this plant gets growing, it'll flower all summer, it'll give you scent, it'll even give you decent autumn colour. Now, it isn't just the English that love their roses. The Romans used them to adorn statues, and the Egyptians used them in religious ceremonies. Now, a little trick if you want to enjoy rose petals is to take a handful of them, take half a pint of boiling water, put them together, let it cool down, breathe in that fragrance, and that will put you in a nice, calm mood. 2 top tips I've got for you to make sure your roses grow really healthy and strong. First one is in the spring, give it a mulch. Now, a mulch is an organic material you place around the base of the plant. It can be horse manure, which is what roses like, or this rotted bark like this, or even rotted leaves, and that'll do it a world of good. The other one is to prune out any spindly or weak growth on the plant. This means the rose will put all its energy into nice strong shoots, give you nice good clumps of beautiful flower all summer long. It's been a day at the rat race, keeping your boss and your bank manager happy. Why not get some relief and spend some time in the company of plants? It's good to get some fresh air, enjoy all the sights and sounds of your garden. And here are a couple of planting tips for you. Try summer jasmine or jasmine officinale. Now, this is almost like a nightclub plant because its bright white flowers really light up in the evening dusk. It also has an incredible scent. I'm told it's an aphrodisiac, but you'll have to find that out for yourself. Now I'm going to turn to a good old English favourite, the lavender. And we see this a lot because it does what it says on the tin and can be grown quite easily if you follow the right tips. But I like this plant because it stimulates all your senses. If you run your hands through it like this, it feels very soft and nice to the touch and also gives off this wonderful scent. The flowers, which will appear in May, also attract lots of insects like bees and butterflies. Very good for the garden. Now, a little tip to grow this plant is in its natural environment. It likes to grow up and extend, then collapse and then layer, root down. That way it conquers its territory. If we want to keep our plant nice and tight like this or grow a hedge, make sure you just clip off the flowers and the tops of the foliage after they finish flowering. Keep the plants nice and squat. Now, if you like a good night's sleep, lavender will help you out as well. Just take a bit of it off, put it in a little sachet, put it next to your pillow, and it'll see you down for the night, and that's particularly good for children. We live in the day and age of convenience. You want to buy a hamburger? You don't even have to get out your car. You want to change the channel on the TV? You don't even have to leave your seat. Basically, we don't get enough exercise. Now, 60 quid to join a gym? Forget that. Get yourself a machine and have the perfect lawn. Now, there are 2 things that I always get asked about lawns. First one is frequency of cut. How often do I cut it? Now, the big thing here is length of cut, not frequency. Never cut your lawn less than 2.5 centimetres in length. Cut it any shorter than that, scalp it. As soon as it gets sunny, it'll go yellow. Always keep it to 2.5 centimetres. And you can cut it any time of year. If it's mild in the winter, the grass will still grow. The rule is, keep it to that length. And the second tip, and another question I get asked all the time, is why is my lawn full of moss and patchy? That's because it's a heavy soil on a clay soil. Grass love free draining sandy soils. But you can solve this. Spike the lawn, get some air into it, and then go down the garden centre and get some special sand-based top dress. You'll see it in the garden centre and spread that over the lawn. That'll mean the air will get into the lawn, drainage will get in, the water will soak through, the roots of the plant will get down, and you'll get a nice, healthy lawn. Well, I hope I've given you some food for thought, that plants are not merely just to look at. And it's the perfect time to get down the garden centre. If you're anything like me, you'll always leave us something.